My first time going on live. Perfect. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Perfect. All right. So this is my work. This is the step two of my workbook, declaring your non-negotiable word. Okay. Hi. Welcome in. Today we're talking about claiming and declaring our non-negotiable word. If that's something you want to talk about, thank you for joining. It has a lot to do with boundaries and setting boundaries so that we can understand where we're lacking in setting boundaries and where we can allow people. How can I say hi back to you? Where we have been allowing people to walk all over us, tell us, project their limiting beliefs onto us, keep us stagnant, keep us in a negative cycle, thinking that we can't do what we want for our lives, to grow, to prosper, to live a happy, blissful life. Okay? Where we need to start setting our boundaries. Let's see, where can I put this? And declaring our self-worth. When we start declaring our self-worth, we start building the foundation and laying the bricks for I like to call it a house of self-trust. I like to call it the house. Okay, this is our sanctuary of self-trust. Our sanctuary of self-trust. And we build the foundation by laying the bricks, which are our boundaries, which is our self-worth. It's declaring that we feel worthy of the things of this beautiful home of self-love. And we have to do that by starting to set the boundaries. So I wanted to go over I have my notes here, and I wanted to go over some points when it comes to setting our boundaries and declaring our non-negotiable worth. Because in life we meet people, we meet people who oppress us and tell us that we can't do the things that we want. We meet people who, like in work or in our home lives, who want us to commit to things that don't resonate with us, that don't sit well in our sacral chakras. So basically, the first thing in step two of claiming our non-negotiable worth is identifying what situations or what people are holding us back. What situations or what people are making us or draining us? What situations or people are making us feel less than? So what you see behind me is page 2 and step 2 of the Healing the Mind workbook. If you've been on my YouTube for a long time, hi, thank you so much for supporting and joining the community. I just created a Discord community so that we can all get together and heal together, step into authority together, so we can govern our own lives together. It is a community so that we don't have to do this alone. We're not doing this alone. I'm on this journey just like y'all. And thank you. If you've been on my channel for this is year 3. So if you've been on my channel this long, thank you. But you would know that we started with healing and self love. But now that we're in 2026, this is the year of the fire horse. This is year 1 of a 9-year cycle. Year 1. I didn't get that. Could you try again? Sorry, y'all. This is year 1 of a 9-year cycle. Okay? That means new beginnings. That means taking initiation. That means stepping into your limitless self-worth. That means claiming and declaring your life. That means becoming that sovereign woman, man, non-binary person. Becoming sovereign over your own life. That's 2026. We are learning to step out of, not so much step out of self-love, but to evolve self-love into sovereignty. So I created 2 workbooks. The first one is Healing the Mind, a 5-step journey to clarity and birth, and this is step 2. I also created The Essence of Being, which is the perfect tool to use after healing the mind. Now, if you've already healed your mind, if you've already set your boundaries, if you've already stopped the yes but trap, meaning yes, I wanted to, and you know what, since it's my first time getting on YouTube Live, working on the workbooks, I probably should have started off with step 1. But today is step 2. And if y'all want me to go over step 1, let me know. If you want the workbook, it's in my links in my bio. And these are the steps to help you get to the point on your journey where you are ready to step into actually healing those parts of you that are holding you back from your future self, your desired self. The Essence of Being workbook is mostly about healing those parts of you, like your inner child, your inner teen, and your inner young adults, to understand what is holding you back. Healing the mind is identifying the things that are holding you back. The Essence of Being is helping you clear them out so that you can move forward, so that you can live the life you desire to be. Because that's what I want for my community. I want for my people, especially my women, to like love on themselves enough to know that they don't need permission to be worthy, to feel worthy. You don't need permission to feel worthy. You're born worthy. You can have whatever you want. But you first have to step, first, step 1 is what's first, which is moving the needle. Step 1 is overcoming overthinking with momentum. Stop overthinking the yes, but trap. Yes, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I don't have the tools. Yes, I want to get out of a relationship, but I don't have a plan. Yes, I want to be a podcaster, but I don't have a great mic. Yes, I want this life, but yes, but you get it? That's step 1, moving. Stop being stagnant in your own limiting beliefs and just start moving the needle. Step 2 is what we're talking about today, where we're declaring our non-negotiable worth. We're setting boundaries for our life. We are setting the standard for our life. What standards are you setting for your life? What are you not allowing for 2026? Where are you not setting your boundaries? What people or situations are keeping you in a cycle of negativity? Let me give you some examples of what I mean. Okay, boundaries are not a polite request. They are declarations of self-love. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hi, Duda. I hope I said your name right. Boundaries are not polite requests. They are declarations of self-value. When you set your boundaries, you are building the foundation to your home of self-trust. Thank you for joining the live. Okay? When we're setting boundaries, we have to just say and declare it without apologizing, without making excuses. So instead of saying, I'm sorry, I can't, say, I am not available for this. I am unavailable for this. Don't give any reasons. Don't give any explanations. Okay? Don't give any reasons. Don't give any explanations. When you set your boundaries, those are the foundations and the walls to your home, your sanctuary. What is sanctuary? It's where you feel safe. And you don't have to apologize or explain anything to anything when it comes to your safety. Another example. Stop asking if it's okay. Is this okay? Start saying that you are making this decision for your life. Don't ask if it's okay when you know that you need this for yourself. For your own well-being. When you're building a garden for your life, when you're building a garden, period, you don't ask anybody permission. You just go and plant your seeds. You cultivate the beauty that you know this life, this life, but you know this garden is going to be beautiful. So you plant the seeds, and you're the gardener. You don't ask for permission. You just plant the seeds and protect your plants. You are the garden. Plant your seeds by taking the steps forward. Build the wall, the fence of protection by setting the boundaries. Steps 1 and 2. This ensures your personal growth and your happiness. What's another example? We all have these family members who only call us when they need something. I need some money. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? But do they ever call during the good times? Do they ever celebrate with you? Celebrate your achievements? They just want to use you. Set your boundary. Set your boundary. If the connection feels one-sided, if the connection feels one-sided, disconnect from them. If you know this person's only reaching out to you because they want something and they never celebrate your wins with you, disconnect, disengage. Set that boundary. That should be a non-negotiable boundary. It should be a standard for your life that you will not cross. What's one non-negotiable standard that you are making today for your life for 2026? What's one non-negotiable standard that you are setting for 2026? It's a new year. It's a new cycle. New beginnings. We're in the year of the fire horse. There's very much Aries energy. Aries are the leaders. They go first. They initiate. And that's the energy of 2026. That's the energy of the fire horse in the year one. So what steps are you taking to initiate your life, your future self? What steps are you taking? What boundaries are you setting so that you can take those steps? So that you can live the life that you want. So that you can feel worthy. Stop allowing people to give you the bare minimum. If people aren't treating you the same way you treat them, let them go. Prioritize your own self-worth over that. Prioritize your own emotional healing over that. Only engage in relationships that reciprocate the same energy that you're putting out. If they don't respect you enough to respect your boundaries, they don't respect you enough to treat you in the way that you desire, disengage. Let them go. Take them out of your life. You don't need them. They're not here for your highest good. We stepping into sovereignty for 2026. Sovereignty. That means power and authority over your own life. If y'all haven't joined the Sovereign 6 Challenge, make sure y'all go check out my community. And the Sovereign 6 Challenge video, where we will take micro actions every month for the next 6 months that is going to transplant our identity into our future selves. It only takes very little steps. Okay? If you want to join the challenge, it is on my page. We also have a Discord now. So we have our own little community where we can go in and talk about what we're going through, what challenges are we facing, what standards have we set, our goals, our accomplishments, our successes, our challenges. Okay? We have a sanctuary now. I'm so excited for us to heal together, to grow together, to experience these new beginnings together. If you want to join the Discord, it's the link in my bio. We have to start setting these standards for our lives. Okay? In the sanctuary, we can talk about things that are bothering us. We can talk about the people and situations that make us feel less than. We can encourage each other and motivate each other, inspire each other. And I love that for us. So if you want to join, the link is in my bio. I'm so excited to have y'all, to be healing together, to be growing, to be claiming our non-negotiable worth, to be setting our boundaries. And if you have trouble setting your boundaries, you can always write a script. When you define your standard, then you can write a script. Okay? What is the personal standard? The non-negotiable personal standard? Respect for your time, clear communication, emotional honesty. What's being violated? And when you realize what's being violated, write it out. Write it out, and then create a script for your life. So that you will never let this happen again. I'm going to do a short story time real quick. I want to give you an example of what I mean by writing out a script. And it doesn't have to be a long script. It could be like a 2-sentence. Just make sure you clearly describe and define what you will not accept for your life. For example, if we cannot see eye to eye on communication and understanding in our relationship, I will have to walk away. If I am not being reciprocated, if my treatment is not reciprocated, I will detach from this person. It's a very, very simple declaration. You don't need a huge explanation for it. Hi, Spencer. You don't need a huge explanation for it. You just need a simple 1 to 2 sentence declaration saying how you declare that you will no longer accept A, and if A happens, then you will detach. You will remove yourself from the situation. You will cut them off, plainly said. So let me tell you something I did, because I really I really think writing out your desired life, mirror magic, telling yourself affirmations, mantras, writing writing and speaking are very, very powerful. So a couple years ago, I I was not this becoming sovereign person that I am today. I was very timid. I didn't have boundaries. I didn't know how to set boundaries. I had no information about like setting boundaries. Because setting boundaries is not something that you are born with. You have to learn this. And a lot of us weren't taught. We weren't taught how to set boundaries, because boundaries can be disrespectful to people. People can take your boundaries as being disrespectful. Like gaslighters. Gaslighters that take your boundaries and throw them in your face and get mad at you because you set your boundaries. Okay, so this is not something that we're born with. We have to learn this. And because I was this type of person, I was very timid. I didn't want conflict, because I knew I could go from 0 to 100. I didn't like to argue. So I didn't say anything. And one day I just got so fed up with this one person who I felt was just a bully in my adult life. A bully. And one day I was just really, really sad, and I was angry. Angry sad. I was angry because I was sad. Because I would let these people talk to me like nothing, like I was nothing, because I would allow them to step on me, and because I allowed them to not reciprocate the same energy I would give them, I snapped, and I recorded a video of myself talking to myself, angry, crying, and I'm recording this video, and I am literally declaring that I will never let anybody talk to me that way. I will never let people disrespect me. I will never let people walk all over me like that. And I'm angrily crying. Do you know how much power is in that? Do you know how much power and passion is in that? How much I was basically casting a spell. I was basically setting my standard. I was setting my boundary. And even though I was the only person who heard it, and I'm the only person who saw this video of myself, I was setting a boundary for my life. Fast forward like 6 months later, I find the video I think it was on my iPad. And I'm in disbelief, because I set that boundary, I have not been disrespected, because it was this one person who I was really angry at. But because I set that boundary, they were so much more respectful. I wasn't going through any situations where people disrespected me, stepped on my toes, talked to me like I wasn't nothing. I cut that out of my life because I set the non-negotiable standard. And although I didn't script it because I didn't write it down, I spoke it with passion. I spoke it with passion and intention. and emotion. And that's how I changed that part of my life. That was a huge part of my life. That's how I changed it. Started speaking up for myself. Whenever I felt like a boundary was being crossed, I made sure to tell them, no, we ain't doing that. Okay? Especially with men. If y'all been on my channel, y'all know I talk about my trauma with men. And I only have the trauma with men because I didn't have boundaries. Now, my standards are so high and my boundaries are so strong that only people who really resonate with my energy, only men who really resonate with my energy come into my space. I completely changed my life by setting these boundaries. I completely quantum jumped into my future self, who is me right now, by setting these boundaries. By declaring the fact that I am worthy of being treated better. Like, that was it. That's it. I'm worthy of being treated better. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the world. I deserve better. That's what you do. That's what you do for your life. You declare that you deserve better. You are worthy of better treatment. Stop letting these people, these jobs, this world treat you like shit for pennies. Declare your worth. Set your standards. Script your life. Script your boundaries. Identify what it is that you will not keep allowing for your life. Okay? Boundaries are not polite requests. They are declarations for your self-value. They are the bricks and the walls that build your home, your sanctuary of self-trust. When you allow people to treat you any type of way and cross your boundaries, you're betraying yourself. You're completely betraying yourself. And when you betray yourself, you are just weakening the foundation to your self-value, your home, your sanctuary of self-love, self-worth, self-value. You're weakening. You're weakening the foundation. Set your non-negotiable boundaries. If you want, this is a page from my Healing the Mind workbook. If you want the workbook, if you want the actual guide to help you stay on top of it, you can download this in my link in my bio. And if you want help, if you want community, if you want one-on-one sessions, I'm here. I'm here. If you want to join the community, if you want to join the sanctuary that we are building together to heal, to grow, to govern our lives, you can join the Discord. It's also in the bio. It's on my page. If this resonated with anybody who's ready to set the boundaries of their lives, or anybody who sees where they need to set boundaries in their lives. Drop a punch emoji in the comments, because we knocking them out. We knocking out all of those negative people, situations, people trying to make us do things when we don't got time. Jobs trying to make us work overtime, knowing we done already worked 50 hours this week. We need time for self-care. We're not accepting that. We are not accepting that. Our partner trying to treat us like we don't deserve love and respect. We knocking them out. Not physically, y'all. I don't want y'all to get in trouble. But if you resonate with that, with people and things and situations causing you to feel less than, it's time to start setting boundaries. It's time to script your life. It's time to write it down, speak it out loud, tell yourself in the mirror, we will no longer accept this. If you want the workbook, it's in my bio. And if you want to join Discord, it is also in my bio. Start setting your boundaries, start scripting your life, start declaring your worth, so that we can become the sovereign woman, man, non-binary person that we desire to be. All right? Thank y'all for joining my live. I will be back on for day or step 3. Okay? I'll be back on for step 3, where we're going to talk about how overgiving leads to burnout. Kind of like how we're not allowing people who don't reciprocate our energy, who don't respect our time. And we're stopping that. We're leaving martyrdom. Okay? We're leaving martyrdom to complete our mission. And that's what we'll talk about in step 3. If y'all want the workbook, you know where to find it. It's in the link. If you want to join the Discord and the community, it's also in my bio. And I hope to see you in the sanctuary. Okay, y'all. Thanks for joining the live. Bye. And don't forget to check out my newest video I posted today, okay? Stop asking for permission. All right. Have a great day, y'all.